Big thanks to our sponsors, Thermaltake, Kioxia, and GL-iNET for sending us to CES 2025.
Most of you know that I have been dabbling my toes into the server market. I'm definitely not an expert, still regard myself as a nub. We've actually partnered with a company called GL-iNET, and we're gonna talk about some of their networking innovations. So this is the Slate 7. It's a portable router. Check this out. These flip-up antennae, pretty sweet. Also, Wi-Fi 7 compatible. Now, more specifically, this is what GL-iNET calls a travel router. So you would essentially take this with you in your backpack if you're traveling, let's say to Europe from the US. You could set this up in your hotel room, plug it in. It doesn't have a built-in battery. It's different from a portable router in that sense, but this will essentially give you your own discrete network connection. And what I really like about this one is that you can swipe. It's actually got a built-in touchscreen, which makes setting up things like VPNs evenly. A built-in VPN here, very simple to do as well. See their open VPN support, so that's really nice. Now, as a networking noob, I like to hear about applications for products. That's how I really start to understand how things like this work. And for a product like this, it actually has a pretty useful application in Las Vegas. So we're staying at a hotel that has a 2-device limit for Wi-Fi before they start charging. So I set up my phone the first day I got into the hotel room. Jacob set up his phone, and that's it. Like, I can't connect my laptop without being charged like 20 bucks a day. So what I could have done if I had a device like this is set this up, link this to the hotel Wi-Fi, and then connected all of my other devices to this. So to the hotel, it only looks like I have a single device connected, when in reality I have, like, 15 or 20. And as for port selection in the Slate 7, we have power input supported from 5 volts all the way up to 12 volts, which is nice, that versatility there, especially when you're traveling. We have a 2.5G, this is LAN and WAN ports. We have a USB 3.0 port here, and off to the side, a mode toggle and a reset switch. Now, for a more home-based Wi-Fi solution, this is the Spitz Plus, the GLX2000. This has 2 built-in SIM slots for redundancy. So in the event that your local ISP, let's say Spectrum, in my case, when Hurricane Milton hit, I didn't have local internet via copper or fiber for a few days just because of infrastructure issues when the hurricane hit, but I did have cell service. I could have maybe a T-Mobile SIM in here and run off of Cellular for a lot of my, let's say, home appliances, like my TV even. I could connect my computer to this as well. So it's really nice to have that backup. Maybe not ideal, but certainly better than not having internet at all in a situation like what I was in a few weeks ago. So this is really cool. It's Wi-Fi 6 supported as well. You can see all of your status indicators up top, and then around back you also have your WAN and LAN ports. I also think it's super cool that they're using their own products at CES. It's like super convenient, and it shows a real world application. Another cool product is what they call the Comon. This is actually a KVM solution. So you can see on one side, you've got your Ethernet port, a USB Type-C. I believe this one's used for charging. You have another Type-C port here, and then your HDMI. This is good for, I believe, up to 2K or 1440p, and then a USB 2.0 port next to that as well. So an example of how a KVM works, this is in real time. As you can see, he's controlling stuff on a different device. A lot of network controls you can use a KVM for, server applications. I don't have one on my personal server, but you can see the stuff he's doing there is actually what is happening in real time on the primary laptop here. So you can control another device via KVM, and it's pretty low latent too. Now, I want to end with what they call the Moody. This is such a cool product. I think there's plenty of applications in my own personal life for something like this. So this is an all-in-one portable Wi-Fi solution. Essentially, this has a built-in eSIM. So you'll scan this QR code and then set up the eSIM that way, whatever country you're in, right? And then from there, it will emit a Wi-Fi signal from that cell network, and you can connect all your devices to this. There's also a built-in battery. I think it's good for up to 8 hours of use, which is plenty for a single day, unless you're like a power user, in which case, go to a Starbucks. It's probably more economical. But this is, I think, a really cool solution to a problem that I've run into many times when I travel to places like Taiwan, being able to have my own personal portable Wi-Fi solution, especially in a country where cell networks are actually really good. It does only support up to 4G LTE, I believe. It doesn't support 5G, which is the one thing that I'm sure will be iterated on. They'll probably have a follow-up model in the future to support 5G. But this is super cool. I mean, just the thought that you could just scan a QR code and set up a network here and then connect all of your devices to this one unit. That's pretty cool. I would like to give a huge shout out to GL-iNET for not only supporting our CES 2025 coverage, for also being very patient with me and explaining a lot of these products in detail, how they work, just being very cool about answering my super rudimentary questions. Always a great opportunity to learn at an event like this, and again, really grateful for the opportunity. So show them some love in the comment section below. We'll have links down there to some of the products, and stay tuned for upcoming products as well, stuff to be launched in the near future. That's all for this one. My name's Greg. Thanks for traveling with me. Good. Okay, we're done. Jacob, we're done. Okay.
I'm trying to zoom in.
Wait, can you?
It's still zooming.
Is it still zooming?
You're zooming like this.
No, please don't.